Hello and welcome everyone back to the channel. Today we're going over the M1A1 Abrams. This is a phenomenal vehicle in the game, although it does struggle in a lot of aspects compared to other top tier vehicles in the game that I feel like it shouldn't really struggle at. But let's get to it. Alright, so let's go to the armor analysis right off the bat, and let's just show how decent the cheek armor is to heat rounds. Now you can say that there's not really a heat round in the game, maybe other than maybe the BMP2M ATGM that could probably go through here. Pretty much nothing else is going through there, even at a horrible angle like this. You know, it's still not many rounds that are going to be able to go through there. And that's why I really believe the Abrams are one of the strongest tanks in the game as far as heat protection, because you know, even if someone tries shooting a heat round right there, you know, a lot of times it will go through, and a lot of times it will bounce. Like if I know heat rounds have a lot higher chance of bouncing than that of APFSDS because they're completely different. So you know, if someone tries shooting in here, you know, if they shoot a real fast shot, you know, let's say they shoot like that, let's say it bounces, you know, is this going to hit your cheek? Now it will still do damage, but I'm just saying that it's not like most MBTs where it's always going to penetrate. You know, it has a pretty decent ricochet chance. Now, you are armed with an amazing APFSDS, the M1A1 and this, let's just go ahead, well actually I'm going to go ahead and show you the modifications here. So, right off the bat, you know, you have, it's basically a tier 3 shell, so it's kind of frustrating that it's not a tier 1 like most MBTs that do have at least one APFSDS, so you'll be grinding this, and possibly something else before you can even get here, which is it's kind of a long stop grind. But I will remind you that this shell is better than that of the M33 as far as in penetration, and it hits very, very hard. And let's just go ahead and show the power of the M1A1 against this vehicle. So you can see you can go right through. Most any APFSDS rounds can go through there. If you shoot in the middle, that's pretty much a pretty easy way to disable the tank if it doesn't ricochet like that. However, you can see that the turret cheeks are very powerful about into the midway mark, and then you can kind of see that they start to weaken. Now if you ankle like this, you can penetrate a lot easier than if it's straight on, but you can see that it can still go through there, and if it does go through there, it's going to get a decent amount of your people. It can possibly get your gunner and your commander, so keep that in mind. As on this side, it's pretty much completely off limits, and not many rounds are going through there except maybe that OFL, which is the French top tier shell, that of the Areti, I think it's something else, an M322 I think from the Merkava, so keep that in mind. However, most rounds are not going to go through there, and we'll go ahead and test this round on that of the T80U here, which we'll get to a review on him one day. So let's go ahead and let me see here. So, oops, the American. Actually, it should be there. Yeah, there it is. M1 and M1A1. So M1A1 is not going to do a whole lot to you know, Russian MBTs. As far as front plate, they have good protection from ERA, explosive reactive armor. So you know, there's not going to be much going through there. However, you know, if you can get a shot in there, it's a kill zone pretty much every time if you can get a shot into there. And as well as if you shoot the bottom down here, since you do have a little bit stronger shell, you don't have to be as accurate on the bottom in order to get a good hit. Now I would recommend that if you do shoot a Russian tank on the bottom, you know, it's sometimes it's a insta kill, sometimes it's a 50-50, but depending if he has his ammo there, if he has a lot of ammo or no ammo, depending on how much he actually packed into battle. And this will go right through the cheeks, or not through the cheeks, but this will go right through that of the Leopard 2A5. The 2A5's hole. Pretty much any tank in the game you can penetrate the shell if you just know how to aim a little bit. Now it's not like that of the Areti or that of the Merkava as far as the penetration power, but it is very, very good. And the reason why I'm making this video is I'm wanting to tell you, or give you an opinion, should you guys grind for the M1A2 or should you just stay with the M1A1? Again, I said this in my last video, I'm not in the War Thunder Partner Program, at least not yet, so all these vehicles I've grinded myself, so I have an honest opinion of these vehicles, and therefore I kind of like doing it this way a little bit so that you can kind of see, you know, if you should grind these vehicles, which is why I've grinded quite a bit of vehicles in this game over the years that I've played it. And so let's just go ahead and get into an arcade match. We'll go to arcade, we'll do a realistic battle, and maybe a simulator battle depending on what we can do. So we'll go ahead and go into an arcade battle with the M1A1. Now the thing is about the M1A1, you can play it similar to that of the Leopard 2A5. I wouldn't play it like a 2A6, you don't have the firepower. But you can play it very similar to a 2A5 as far as performance, although your cheeks are a lot weaker than that of a 2A5. Kind of on par with the 2A4. So play it like a 2A4 if you have a 2A4. This is about the same tank, pretty much. It does have a better round than that of the 2A4, and a little bit better mobility, in my opinion. But the 2A4 is a very, very powerful tank in game that really doesn't need to be underestimated when you're fighting them, as well as with this 10.3 vehicle. You need to make sure that when you use this vehicle that you are doing, you're not just going to pop out into battle and shoot people. That makes sense. You're going to kind of play like an XM1. You're going to kind of be cautious because this vehicle doesn't have the greatest armor. I usually would cut that, guys, but we were already loading on in to the match, and I was talking at the same time, so I guess I'll leave this into the footage. So let's go ahead and go on in here. So we have a basic desert camouflage. Now I'm using, and I don't own the skin, by the way. This is a user-made skin. I'm just using client-sided. Other people can't see it. There's a lot of cool skins for the Abrams. If you look on War Thunder Live, there's a lot of cool skins for it. I don't know if it actually yet did. So hopefully this screen recorder is recording properly. The last video looked pretty decent. In some areas it was a little bit choppy, in some areas it was better. I did update my drivers yesterday, and I did also upload, or I did also update my drivers and War Thunder also got reload graphic settings down just a little bit for recording. So hopefully it is a little bit better. I do not know if it will be, maybe about the same. Yeah, right off the bat, you can see this vehicle does have a pretty good top speed. Well, not really, not at its top speed, but it has a pretty good acceleration of 160 km/h, about 30 miles per hour off-road, which is very decent for a 55-ton vehicle. Very, very good. Like I did say, I did not go over the lot of the tank. I apologize for that, but this vehicle does have a very good ATF-SDS. However, you want to be cautious of this vehicle because any tank in the game can penetrate your lower plate. It's kind of like that, just like that. You see the turret cheeks are very durable as far as they can take a hit from zone, but if you're exposing more than that, you're going to get wrecked. It's a big problem. Anyway, it's what we see. I'm not really that great at arcade, even though I played it a lot. My grinding experiences in this game just continue to go through. I'll try to go ahead and sneak around the arcade. All in all, the Abrams is probably my favorite vehicle as far as the looks and the way how it drives, and just the way I'm American nationalist in the game. But I do like these vehicles a lot. They just seem to have very good mobility compared to some other vehicles in game. Not the greatest. I do feel like they're a little bit underrated in the game, but the game is not really 100% historically accurate. As the developers have said, you know, these vehicles are classified, especially top tier vehicles. So, I mean, if you want realistic, you know, World War II, etc., because, you know, top tier vehicles are not, top tier vehicles are nowhere near as far as accurate, because they're classified, obviously, even though there's M1A2 in service, you know, they're not going to. I hate it when it does that. I don't know what it does, but it zooms on something. It's a bug in War Thunders, and I wish they'd fix. And just like that, we are dead. Alright, here we are loading into... What map was this? I didn't even get to see it. This is a rhyme? Yep. Alright, let's see if... this is a decent map for the Abrams, if you get the good spawn. Yeah, we want to spawn there. that's the way we need to go. So we're going to basically go to B, pretty much. It's pretty much a suicide, but we're going to go there anyway. Just anywhere to go. 2A4 hadn't really didn't take off that up and down. Really, really strange. Generally don't see 2A4s. Must be a spaded vehicle. Don't generally see 2A4s. You can run quick off of that. But it's just stop. Don't have any teammates over here. I don't quit like doing this by myself. As if we're outnumbered for them. If they can hit their turret, we can mainly get out of that. There we go. P64. The P80 down. P64. There's always a bunch of Russians. So yeah, this shell it has is very cool. See some good getting want to reload again another shotgun though. Oh no, I ain't. Alright. Do I have a backup for M1A1? Okay, we're in another match. This will be the last one for today, and we'll go up to the conclusion of the vehicle. So this is a decent map for the M1A1 Abrams. It's a fun vehicle in the game. However, you know, it's pretty much like top tier. You know, I can't really blame the vehicle itself. Top tier is pretty much whoever shoots first kills each other. You know, it's just kind of the way how top tier works. Which is one reason why I don't play it a whole lot. I mainly play World War II. Kind of Cold War era because it's more challenging in my opinion. So keep that in mind. As well as if you guys are War Thunder players and you're watching this video, put in the comments what your favorite vehicle is or what type of vehicle you'd like me to go over, as I'd be glad to do that. I've said that in my last video, but I would be very glad to go over all different kinds of vehicles in the game. Okay, like I said, I have very good heat protection. Not many tanks in the game are going to penetrate you. My bad, keep that in mind. We're in the Russian game. Somebody just shot right in the What? Oh, I didn't see you on my side. Just like that, you're dead. So keep that in mind. Oh, we do have to move it on the back here. All in all, this is a fantastic tanking game. It just lacks in some departments that really keep it from being as good as it is. Now, mine is not completely spaded. If I do get in the War Thunder Partner Program, I did apply for it, like I did say several times, but I haven't got back from them. It's Christmas. Or not Christmas, but you know, it's Christmas week, so you know, I'm expecting I'm not going to apply. They're probably not going to send it back to me, and probably till I'd say probably maybe towards the beginning of the year. If I'm going to expect to get a reply back. If not, I may just send another one in by sometime around the beginning of the year. But and I will do another review on this when it's maxed out. But as of you know, normal, just default crew, not aced, you know. This tank does do very well against against APFSDS, but kinetic energy would just go right through. So keep that in mind. You know, the deterrent cheeks are just not that powerful in this one. Which if you're wanting a stronger deterrent, I would recommend grinding for the M1A2. But however, if you're just wanting to get a 120mm Abrams, this is all you need. I mean, the M1A2 doesn't get a whole lot better round. It does get MA29A1, which is completely better than this. But, you know, for another 400,000 RP, it really depends on you if you want it that bad or not. That's a lot of RP. That's probably about 4 days, 5 days of grinding, you know, just to be able to get there, which is very, very, very hard, in my opinion. So keep that in mind when you are researching. You know, you don't want to put your mind on grinding and just have fun playing the game. Even if you don't get that much research, just play the game for fun. You know, I don't recommend playing the game more than maybe an hour at a time. You know, take breaks, because if you play much more than that, it's not good for your health, it's not good for much anything. So just take little breaks, come back to the game, you know. I mean, I'm not saying you can't play more than an hour a day. I'm just saying, you know, play for an hour, maybe go do something, walk around, you know, maybe exercise, you know, do something just to kind of keep your blood flowing, because trust me, sitting here for a long time is not healthy for your body. So keep that in mind. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to all your friends. And if you are subscribed to my channel already, please like the video. And even if you don't necessarily like these War Thunder videos, I need support right now as far as getting likes and stuff, so that if they do look at this channel as being able to join, that I may be able to join the partner program, which would allow me to do a lot of things for YouTube as far as content and stuff like that, which is really helpful. So if you can just literally, if you're watching this video and you know I can get a notification here in a day or so of another video, just click on it, just try to like the video. And I mean, I'm not trying to make you don't have to, obviously, but it just helps my channel out so much. And you guys have been fabulous on those War of the Worlds videos, doing amazing. I think I make up like 13,000 views this month alone, which is more than I've ever gotten in my channel's history. So thank you guys so much for that. Give yourself a pat on the back. And as well as, let's get War Thunder to be there too. Let's get War Thunder some views, you know. And I don't want y'all just to be watching War of the Worlds. You know, you can watch different types of stuff on this channel. If you feel like, you know, you ain't interested, that's okay. You don't have to watch it. But you know, I was just saying that, you know, if you want to, don't feel like you just have to watch War of the Worlds on the channel. There's a lot more content on the channel, so keep that in mind. Thank you for watching this video. Like I did say, if you wouldn't mind, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.